On April the 5th, there was a huge protest against Trump. Rachel Maddow had a video. I saw it just a while ago. Amazing. 1,600 locations. I don't know how many people. I think I heard the story like 600,000 altogether. At all corners of the United States. This is it. That what the heart speaks mean. Can you imagine those people out preparing all sorts of displays and not a single incident of arrest except perhaps one, but was released for that event. They're planning on the April 19th. Continuation is power. I was thinking that each person has the way they navigate their life. Sometimes it goes to the right too much, to the left, up and down, and keep on moving forward as if to correct the mistakes or find something especially important to do. It's like a plan to check act, or I call it CAPD, check, act, plan, do. Always checking what's going on first. And this is the case someone organized to make it happen, spread out like a wildfire. It's like my analogy is the whole body cells in the awakening moment. Before that, the mind was occupied this and that. But the pain is so much, you try to make the most of all we've got in our potential, and then the blockage is gone. That's what happened to me in 2000, the year 2000 in Vipassana. But this is the case as much as each individual can find the passage, making mistakes this way, learning a lesson this way, and finding the opportunity or problem to address and work together. That is awakening. This is the awakening, so to speak, of the United States, or even more than that. I checked the number count. Today is 11th, and this was broadcasted 3-4 days ago. Well, it's impressive enough, but I thought it could be much higher number. I think there was like 700,000 views. Yes, that's the revolutionary potential, accessing the potential within us, especially when we are lost the direction and not knowing what to do. Exactly like my awakening experience when I had so much pain and determined to sit through. And then it happened when I noticed my body start to say something, when I watched what's going on. Because at the time my mind was calm and accepted everything. So this is a story that I can tie in if you don't mind listening a little bit more. Amida is the way in Shin Buddhism they talk about throw away yourself for the ball of Amida to take over. with her or his compassion. And when you really believe in it, against all the thinking, just like letting go of yourself, like I did in my awakening, and Amida's bow of compassion to help people take over. Impressive. It happens no matter what level of intellect or orientation in your emotional profile, whatever that is. But this is a case when myokonin, especially, they are known to be the layman, almost down at the lower end of the society. And because they feel vulnerable, because their intellect doesn't get to anywhere they want to go, so there's no choice. They believed in Amida Buddha. It doesn't matter if the term is Amida Buddha, or in my view, it's the laws of nature, the way of nature, beyond our mind, but connecting to your heart. So when you believe that there's no other choice, then something happens. In Japan, there's this construct of we are divided into three segments, so to speak. One is the intellect, the other one is the emotion, the last one is the will. Chi, jo, I, intellect, emotion, and will. Some are more intellect-oriented, some are emotionally oriented. And the case here about myokonin is that they're blocked, their mind cannot solve the problem, so they went into the compassion of Amida Buddha. And then awakening, they call it Shinjin Ketsujo. Faith mind determines its course, maybe the translation for the way of nature or Amida's vote to take over. And when it happens, this is what I see. Chijo I is will. Will of the universe take over. Here, intellect blocked, the will of the universe take over. It's like a Zen and koan, an approach from that end. There's no way out with your brain. The same with this myokonin or Shin Buddhism. No way out with the intellect and the emotion of the Amida Buddha. The compassion take over, as if the will of the universe take over. And it's related to what I often say, if you have a will, you have a way. And related to that is heaven helps those who help themselves. So the will of the universe and your will align, and then this awakening of faith mind, determination of Amida's compassion take over happens. And I think that's also what we see in this April 5th, the rally, 1,600 places, close to 1 million people joined because they wanted to express what they can, and that happened. I see, like I said, individual go through CAPD, check act plan do, and Shila Samadhi Panya, right conduct, and you may have in trouble, then you have to get to this samadhi, no mind, no self, and then awakening happens. The wisdom and compassion prevails. So individual has the same construct as the humanity, because we are one of billions of humans with the source, the origin, the way of nature of the heart the same, and it can communicate beyond word to mobilize. So it's the awakening of the nation, even the world. I felt there's a time, I don't know if this is a precise time, but the groundswell, heart speak, may all beings be happy.